Good morning, children. As we have already started the second chapter of English literature, that is Suvira, and I have explained you some part of it. So today we shall start from. I hope you all have understood whatever I have explained and gone through this story once. So today I'll be explaining from page number 44. As we all know that the child, the narrator, has left her hometown, that was Calcutta, and shifted to Delhi, the new city, and there she has been admitted in one of the best schools. And on her second day in her school, she notices that children were practicing. They were practicing for inter school athletics meet. And the environment, the surrounding was very exciting. Okay, it was full of excitement. Children were running here and there, busy in practicing. And Suvira, the narrator also had participated in one of the events, that was 800 meters race. And when she was standing on the field, one of the girls, one of the girls of that school comes and tells her that she is going to have a very tough task. She is going to have a very tough competition. And why she says in this way? Because one of the girls in that school, named Suvira, was not defeated by anyone. She had never been beaten by anyone, and she only holds the Delhi inter school record for 800 meters. So she was the all time winner of that event. That's why the girl named Dipti tells the narrator that she is going to have a very difficult race ahead. Now we shall start. I eyed, the said Miss Mathur. So when Dipti was telling all these things about Suvira to the narrator, she looked at her, and Suvira was practicing. Okay, she was exercising on the track. She had, as you can see in the picture, she had long muscular legs and a true runner's easy stride. So when the narrator saw her doing the exercise, she noticed that Suvira is having large and strong muscles, okay, muscular legs, and a true runner's easy stride. As you all must have seen, no, the professional runners, how do they walk? Yes, so she walked in that way, like a true runner's easy walk, as if she was a very professional runner. She walked in that way. She had a friendly face which flashed smiles to everyone, dressed in blue t shirt. So her face was very pleasant and kind, with a smile on it. She looked at everyone who was dressed in blue t shirt, that was of her house, and then she smiled at them. But when she moved, she was like well oiled machinery. So when she walked, she was like well oiled machinery. Means, you must have seen machines. When they are oiled, they function smoothly. Okay, so in that way she was trained in such a way that her body was very flexible. Her moves were very uh, her moves were very similar to the professional runners. I tried to shake off my feelings of certain disaster, and when the narrator saw Suvira, she felt nervous looking at her. She felt that Suvira is superior than her. That's why she started losing her confidence. And then she tried to recover herself. She tried to get rid of the feeling of being failed. Okay, a sudden disaster means sudden failure. She was afraid of being failed. I had to make a decent go of this, and then she had no other option. She had to be successful in this race anyhow. She had to do something. Now that I had put myself into this, I may as well give my best shot. And then she thinks that I am only the one who participated. She participated in that event herself. She was not forced by anyone. And that's why she says that now I am going to give my best shot. Means I am going to win in this race. I had won 800 meters a couple of times in Calcutta. She had in her old school, she must have, won the race 800 meters a couple of times when she was in Calcutta, and that's why she also mentions that what was the guarantee that Suvira was better and faster than me? Who knows? I could well turn out to be the new heroine of the show, queen of the fast track or something grand like that. So the narrator remembers her past days and she recalls that she had won 800 meters a couple of times when she was in Calcutta, and there was no guarantee, it was not written anywhere, it was not decided before that she's only going to win and she's only better and faster than anyone. Who knows? Nobody knows that the narrator, she also can turn out to be the new heroine of the show because she also has won many times, and she can also get the grand name of being queen of the fast track or something grand more than that. With such wonderful fanciful thoughts warming the cockles of my heart, I too got up to test my old slightly battered spikes on the new unfamiliar track. So the child, the narrator, so she started motivating herself. She started encouraging herself with her positive attitudes, her positive thinking. Okay, wonderful, fanciful means imaginative thoughts. She started comforting herself, and then she got up to test her old spikes, slightly a bit old, they were a bit old in comparison to Suvira's spikes. So to on the new unfamiliar track, she wanted to test her battered spikes on the new unfamiliar track. Why the track was unfamiliar? Because she was totally new in that school and on the track too. No one cheered me on as I warmed up, doing springs and stretches to force the winter chill out from my bones and muscles, since it was very cold at that time. And then nobody cheered at her, nobody shouted for her, nobody shouted to encourage her. Okay, nobody shouted to encourage that girl, the narrator, when she was warming up herself, when she was doing the exercise. Springs and stretches are two forms of exercises, all right. Only the power of positive thinking and I were out there hand in hand, and nobody, she was totally alone in that school. Nobody came to her supporting her or giving her few words of encouragement or saying something like that to motivate her with her. She, along with her positive thinking, nobody else than that, she was totally connected with her positive thinking, that yes, I can do it, I can do it. I stopped to catch my breath and watched the 110 meters hurdle and the high jump poles. Now I stopped to catch my breath. It means that, when you exercise or when you run, jogging, when you do jogging or anything like that, warming up yourself, you start breathing fast. So catch one's breathe means to rest after exercise and to restore normal breathing, to breathe normally. Okay, and then when she started breathing normally, she watched the 110 meters hurdles and the high jump poles. I somehow had never been able to conquer these two events. So she was not able to defeat her opponents in these two events. But today I promised myself I would fly. But today, the day when she was supposed to run, that day, she promised herself that she would fly. She would not literally fly, but she would run in such a way that whoever sees her running would think that she is flying. And then the 800 meters race was announced. Finally, the race was announced. We drew lots from our lanes, and I got lane 3. So the children, they had to make a decision by choosing one of several pieces of paper, okay, with different choices written on them. And she had picked up the piece of paper on which lane 3 was written. I had picked the lane right next to Suvira, who was running in lane 4. So Suvira was running right next to her. That was she was running in lane 4. Not a very auspicious start. So the start was not very favorable. A slight tremble shook my dwelling confidence. A little shake, a little shake was trying to dismiss her confidence. I admit that, and she admits that. For a fleeting moment, and that was for a short period of time, I actually considered figning a faint right here and there, and she was feeling like unconscious and nervous. Unconscious because of kind of nervous feeling, being nervous then and there at that particular moment. But I couldn't let myself down that badly, could I? No. Then she says that, but I could not let myself down just for these silly reasons. I cannot step back. I may be a lot of things, but I'm not a chicken. So she may be a lot of things. She can be anything, but then she is not willing to be a chicken, that is a coward person. She don't want to be that. Come on, I coaxed my cold limbs as I did another round of quick springs. I had so much to prove and so much to achieve. So she motivated herself, she encouraged herself, and then she started doing the exercise again. Another round of quick springs. She started doing the exercise, and because she had so much to prove, she had to prove herself in that new school that she also can be the achiever, she also can be the queen of the fast track, and so much to achieve. She had also many goals to achieve, and that is what she mentions here. You see, not only was I new to the school, but also my family, and I had come away from Calcutta in what I viewed as unfortunate circumstances. So she mentions here that she was not only new in that city, but her family was also new, totally new. From Calcutta, they had come to Delhi, a very new city, and I viewed as unfortunate circumstances. And she had been facing many unfortunate circumstances, many unfortunate situations. Suddenly, their comfortable lifestyle vanished. They were living comfortably in Calcutta, and unfortunately, something happened. Her father resigned, and then they started living, they started facing the difficulties. I knew my parents were putting a lot of financial pressure on themselves by admitting me into this good but expensive school. So, listen, children, our parents too, your parents too, are putting a lot of financial pressure on themselves, but you never know. They are struggling hard, they are working hard day and night just to make you a successful person, just for your betterment, just to make you a good citizen of this country. They are working day and night, but you never know that because they will never let you know this. But this child, the narrator, she's aware of what her parents are doing for her. And then that's why she has mentioned, no, I had to live up to their expectations. What do your parents expect from you? Nothing. Just hard work, good results, good behavior, respect to your elders. That's it. What else? Anything more than this? No. Are you all able to fulfill their expectations? Question yourself. Okay. And then I had to live up to their expectations now, and mine as well. She also had something. She also to achieve something for herself. All right. So children, this much for today, children. And I would like to tell you that question yourself, that are you all living up to your parents expectations? All right. So read this chapter again, try to understand, underline hard words. I'll be giving you words, you'll have to find out the meanings of those words, and two question answers are there. First one is, why was the narrator hopeful of winning the race? It's very easy. She was hopeful because she had won the 800 meters race a couple of times in Calcutta, when she was in Calcutta, and she also thought that she might be better than Suvira. There was no guarantee that Suvira was only the faster, was Suvira was faster and better runner than the narrator. The second question is, how do we know that the narrator did not like being in the lane beside Suvira? That is also mentioned in the story. Go through it and make sure that when you are listening to this audio, you have taken out your books and you are following line wise.